Illustrator comes with a basic entwine feature. You can use it with paths to create designs such as this. So how to go about this? I created this circular design, and of course it could be any kind of design, but this circular design here is in red. I've got some type and I created that over 2 lines. It could of course be more than that. But what I can do now is I can drag this text over here, and at the moment you can see it's behind this red circle. Well, I can resize it, I can do all those kind of things, but also I can now use the intertwine feature, PC or Mac Illustrator, to intertwine the letters. So how to do this? Go to the selection tool, make sure that both are selected, so both are selected there, and then go to Object and Intertwine, just down there, and Make. Now, at this point you think, oh, great, nothing has happened. You need to actually create the intertwining, and you can of course create it in all kinds of ways. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to hover over here, and you can see this lasso, just hover there. And you can see you get these dots, very fine, very faint, but I can just click. And now you've got the M above that circle or ring. I can also hover over here and I can see I can get that. Now I don't want that to be above. I want this one. So I'm just going to click here. So now I can have just by clicking this bit, I can click it again to put it back. But again, I can click there. And now you can see it looks as if the K is slightly behind that ring. And I can do the same here. I can go this one. You can see I can put that there. I can also click again to put it behind. And I can go down here and you can see I can go for maybe the H. And now you can see obviously that. Now I could click there and bring the whole thing forward. I'm not. I'm just going to leave it there. And I can also do the same with the S. Let's just go down there. And again, you can see this very faint thing there. And now you can see you've got those letters interweaved with or intertwined with that other design. Now let's just do it again, but this time maybe with some other circles. So you can now see I've got 3 circles here. Well, what I can do, again, selection tool, makes an all are selected. So all selected, and I can now go again to Object and down to Intertwine and Make. So make. Once that's done, you now can see this lasso appear. And I can hover over parts of it. Now, of course, again, you've got to decide how you want this to intertwine. This is your process to create. So you can hover over this one and you think, oh, you know what? I want that to be there. I want that one there. So it sort of looks like the green is going under there. And you can, of course, go and try all the others and maybe click that one. And you just got to look at it and think, you know what? Is that right? Is that what I want? Maybe go there and you can create different designs. You see now that's just obviously this one is below this one and so on. And you of course can vary in all kinds of ways. So go there. You might decide for that or decide here and so on. There's lots of alternative options to this. Well, once you've done this, you got this. You can move it around, reposition it. But what if you want to actually edit these again? Well, you can always go to Object and you can expand. That's an option. And say, click OK. Now, if you go to your layers, let's say Window and Layers, you can see you've got this, you've got your group, and you've got all your clip groups, and so on. So you've still got the design looking as before, but it's all made up of clip groups and compound clip. There's a lot of complexity in your layer there. Now, you don't have to do that. Maybe put it back. Okay, I've just undone that, and you can see the object you're getting is intertwine. And you can expand this out. You can see it's made up of compound paths, and so on. Another option with this intertwine path, what you can do, you can go up here to Object, and you can go back down here to Intertwine, and you can see you've got options here for Release and Edit. So let's just go for Edit, select that, and now again you get this lasso appear. And you can hover over and change your mind. So you just click that one and change that. Maybe click this. But maybe you want to release it totally. So Object, just go down there again, Intertwine and Release. Now, weirdly, it's not available. What you need to do is make certain it's selected there, selection tool, then go to object, and again down to intertwine, and then use release. And now once you've done that, you can see all you've got are 3 circles all on top of each other. So you can see that design like that. And of course, at any point, you can always again go to object and down to intertwine and make again if you wish. Note, it does not seem to work with paths that have got just a stroke. So if you're using strokes and try it, it doesn't seem to work. And there's probably many other types of objects that also fail as well. But for basic paths like this, it seems to work really well and really easy. Hope you found this of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Please subscribe to the channel, always adding new tutorials all the time. Bye.